we start with the weekly report on B. You can see far right-hand side, typically comparing the year-to-date with last year and the prior year. So we're at 238 transactions, which is up 11.74% versus last year. And you can see if you go back historically, it's a pretty solid number. The absorption continues to be the big story. You can see 231 million year-to-date, up almost 27%. Last year's was 182 million, but what does the 231 mean? If you go back to prior record year, which is 2004, that had 2.56 before last year's record year at 2.84 billion, underlined beside 2014. You had 162 million in 04. So the 231 million is a big number. So the high end continues to push that absorption number up, and the high end data points, which we'll get into in a minute, continue to be what's pushing that momentum in the marketplace. So we're very fortunate with the very difficult weather, obviously. Similarly, the average, you can see, is up 13.3% at 970 versus last year's 856,000. So that's at a run rate, because of the high end, it's very high too. Your median also at up 27% almost, 682,450. So that's at a record number. Yeah. So fast start to the year, pushed by the high end of the market. Question?
So how do you respond when people say they know they're paying kind of top dollar now?
Yep.
Because of the limited inventory.
Not just that, but that's part of it.
And well, okay, so that's part of it. But they also feel like I'm paying top dollar now, and you know, where's this going to go? And am I going to be?
Yeah, it's a fair question.
Up the creek.
Yeah,
a number of years down the road because I'm paying the top dollar. You know, it's
let me think about it. No. That's the answer. That quickly.
Okay, but
they're not, and the reason is, if you understand the fundamentals in the marketplace over a long period of time, just think what I just said. We've never been overbuilt. Maybe back in '86, because we had investors, we had investor tax credit, and we had a lot of investors speculating in the marketplace. Since then, we've never really been overbuilt. And the reason is the fundamentals. You can't get anything approved easily. There's limited land. It's not Houston. You know, there's limited land to build on. So you have all these fundamentals thrown into the omelet, so to speak, which prevents the marketplace from getting overbuilt. Now, we've been through this before, but it bears repeating. Even with all the approved buildings, some of which are going to go condominiums, we're so under inventoried, it's crazy. It's crazy. So they'll never catch up the way they're going. Never. Even with the height, because of the fact they can't get enough online. Right now, we've got 312 units on the marketplace. That's it. There's no net absorption by the introduction of Millennium Place to the marketplace. There'll be no new addition with Liberty Wharf, Fan Pier to the marketplace. No net new addition, because they're going to be sold out at C of O. Mm-hmm. So you go into another year further into the cycle without enough inventory. We need at least 6 months. So if you say you're at 4,000 units a year divided by 12, gets your monthly absorption, and it's probably even more, but let's be conservative, divided by 12, that's 333 units. You got 1 month's supply. So what do you need to get to 6? You need 1,900 units. So you would have to have 1,900 less 300, roughly 16 to 1650, okay, on the market today to have any kind of a shift in the seller's market, shifting to a more balanced market. And if you got the 7 or 8 month supply, it becomes a buyer's market, and they start exercising some leverage in negotiations. Mm-hmm. So I don't see how you get there. I do not see how you get there, especially with what we've been